Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. It's time to focus on an International Football Development Showcase Tournament. It's happening from the 5th to the 7th of July at Skinner Park. And here to share more with us this morning is Shawn Wong, Chairman of the Higher Learning Football Academy, and Dwight De Leon, Youth Development Officer at the Southern Football Association.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to have both of you with us on the show this morning to speak about such an interesting initiative. But before we get into that, can you tell us a little bit about the Higher Learning Football Academy?
Okay, well, Higher Learning Football Academy is based in Laramine, that's in South Trinidad. We are registered NGO, also registered with the Ministry of Sports, South FA, and also with TTFA. Our main focus is youths and development. What we look at initially is that we try to focus on the youth from the age of 11, 12, basically like Form 1 to Form 5.
Right.
And what we actually do, we hold their hands during that period and try to develop their skills where academics is concerned. But we use football as a tool and a mechanism to encourage them to study and try to do well at school.
Okay, excellent. Dwight, tell us a little bit about the Southern Football Association and how it now fits in with this initiative.
Well, the Southern Football Association, a new executive was constituted over a year and a half ago, and we have decided to partner with Mr. Wong on this initiative because it is a positive aspect of football. It is something that we want to get involved in, and we do support the initiative that he is putting forward. It helps us in that we get to put some of our coaches on display. We also get to implement some of the analytics that we've been using in the SFA and get to partner with him on that.
Excellent. Sounds very promising. And of course, let's speak about the International Football Development Showcase and the objectives. What is some of the main things that you're looking to achieve?
The main objective of the showcase is to get scholarship for the local players to go abroad to study in the US. So that's our main objective, and to showcase our talents and to give the kids an opportunity to show them that, okay, if you do well in school, this is the opportunity that creates for you on this platform. So we build a platform for everybody to, to develop, to grow, and to expand their skills internationally. Also we deal with boys and girls, and no separation. So we focus on boys and girls also.
Now, this initiative is also part of your Academy's Crime Prevention and Personal Development Program. Can you expound a bit on that for us?
Okay. But my area is one of the hotspots, colony hotspots, right? So what we do, we focus on the youths at the school, that's Laramine High School. We partner with the schools, and we also partner with the primary schools within the area. What we focus on is, like we do evening classes, we have a homework center, establish a homework center where we take the kids on evening, we do maths, English, IT, and then we have a psychologist that works with them, any issues at home, such as that, work it out. So we partner with the schools, partner with the parents, and most of our kids, the parents are single parents, so we work with them from Form 1 to Form 5 and ensure that when they leave school, if they get all their subjects, at least they get a skill, so when they go outside there, they could apply themselves.
Wonderful. A great initiative to see, of course, within the community. Dwight, let's bring you back into the conversation. What is the approach when it comes to player development for an initiative such as this?
All right, so from this perspective, this is an older age group than what you would traditionally focus on with regards to development. These kids are 18 to 22. Our focus is more on the younger generation, the 11s, 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s. But with an initiative like this, it has a very positive impact, and it provides a very positive avenue for the boys. So it's not something we're adverse to at all. We, in fact, intend, well, what we're going to do this year is we're helping to make the program a little bit more robust, adding some new elements, bringing some technology into it, so that the boys would be able to have a better sense of where they are actually on the field with regards to their playing styles, their playing systems, their fitness levels, as well as the analytics we'll provide will be able to support the coaches who are interested in them knowing exactly, what state these boys are in physically, what are their metrics, and that sort of stuff. So we're implementing that technology into the youth zones in the SFA, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to promote it a little bit more with partnering with Higher Learning.
Excellent. And of course, this is not the first one that you are having. There was one last year. Can you share with us some of the success stories, perhaps?
Well, last year we had one 2023, same venue, Skinner's Park. Coming out from that, we did a Miami trip also, where we carry kids outside there in Miami and play against university and college. This year we're doing the same thing likewise, coming out from the IDST. We are going to Miami to the 1st to the 14th of August, where we carry also some of the players from our clubs and other clubs where they could get opportunity to get scholarships outside also.
Excellent. So aside from, of course, the benefits of getting a scholarship, Dwight, what would you say are some of the benefits of this tournament?
The exposure that the boys will get. On the smallest scale, they get to compete against kids from all over the country. It's a little bit less pressure than, say, the Colleges League or a tournament because they have a little bit more freedom here to express themselves. They get some international exposure from the coaches. They might get some tidbits from the coaches, as well as in this version of the tournament, they will actually see how data analytics can be a benefit to them going forward.
Now, you've mentioned data analytics quite a lot, and it's great to see that incorporation of technology, but can you give us a bit more detail about these analytics and how they're going to positively impact?
Basically, okay, they come in two forms. There would be team analytics, which would basically when you look at ESPN and you see possessions, passes, that sort of stuff, heat maps, you'll be able to get some of those, as well as there will be individual breakdowns of the players, how many passes you've made, how many successful tackles, how many successful dribbles, etc. So they'll be able to get that in that fine-grained information. They'll be able to get it for themselves. The coaches will be able to get it. The kids can use this now as a benchmark for themselves. I'm 17 years old. Where am I in comparison to a 17-year-old in Europe or a 17-year-old in South America? Am I making the same amount of passes? Am I successful in the amount of passes I'm making? So they can hold themselves to a higher standard.
Definitely a lot of dedication there, and it will ensure that there's that discipline moving forward. Correct. Once they're able to actually have that visibility on their statistics as well. All right, Shawn, let's go back to the Higher Learning Football Academy, particularly, of course, this tournament, there are going to be scouts there. Can you tell us who is going to be there, or perhaps what schools will be represented?
We have schools from Miami, that is Millennium Atlantic University. They will be coming with their head coach, head female and men's coach. They are looking for about 20 players ready to start to build a team. In the past, we had sent a couple of players to that school, and they will be here too. We have a guy from England, Mr. Shawn Wong. He's a talent scout. He's looking for players. So if you don't have your subjects or such to qualify in that category, you could work with him, and he'll get avenues where he could go outside here to England and go on trials. And plus, we have two other schools, two other universities, as Oregon State and St. Mary, also coming too. And then we have Mr. Hayden Mitchell. He's our foreign coach, but he's a Trinidadian. Also, he will be attending too.
So definitely. And this is going to be open to the public, or is it closed to those who are participating?
It's open to the public. The cost is $200 per player. We have our website, higher, HIGHER, LFA.com. You could go there and register. We also have our social media, High Learning Football Academy, on TikTok and also on Instagram. Get all information there. Okay,
now interestingly, the tournament is from the 5th to the 7th. So what takes place over this 3-day period?
Well, the 5th, we test the physical attributes of the boys and girls. 6 and 7, we put them in teams and they play. Also, the games will be live on Sport Streaming TT, all the games. So you could look at the games there. We have also foreign coaches looking at the games who cannot make it at a point in time. So the kids will have 5 coaches plus 4 coaches online watching and viewing.
Excellent. Well, this is definitely going to be successful, that is for sure. And looking forward to seeing continued collaboration between the Southern Football Association and the Academy, correct?
We intend to, definitely.
Excellent. Well, Dwight, Shawn, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All the best for this tournament, and hopefully we can have you on again soon to continue the conversation.
Okay,
Speaking about the International Football Development Showcase Tournament happening from the 5th to the 7th of July in Skinner Park. You don't want to miss it, and you don't want to miss what's coming up after this break. Stay tuned.